Hello, hello, this is Wednesday 13. What's up, M.I Crowley?
Hey, how are you?
I am alive on your planet.
Planet Earth. This is one big year for you guys supporting both Cradle of Filth and then Static X. How have both bands influenced your career?
Prior to this tour, I had never met anyone in Cradle of Filth. We played a couple of shows with them, I think, back when I was in the Murder Dolls back in 2003. But prior, other than that, I didn't know anything of the band. I mean, as far as knowing them, but I definitely knew the name Cradle of Filth. But as far as like being a fan of their music, I wasn't prior to this tour. But after hearing them every night, there's a lot of songs that I'm like, whoa, that's cool, So as far as Static X, they were friends of mine back in 2002, and they were some of the first guys that I started hanging around when I started doing Murder Dolls and kind of getting into this world. So yeah, so it's cool to get back out. I can't believe it's been 20 years since that record came out. So yeah, that's gonna be like summer camp, or tour this year, with all those guys. So we're looking forward to it.
Summer Camp of Nostalgia. Sounds cool.
Yes, yes.
Will we see a new album sometime this year?
Yes, you will. Yeah, we have our new record, Necrophase, which will be out later this year before the European UK Static X tour starts. So it'll be out before then. I can't tell you what day, but we'll be announcing that information as soon as the president gives us the clearance. President of Rock.
President of Rock. How long have you been writing the new album?
Millions of years.
Millions of years.
No, millions of dog years, but actually about, we came in with, we had ideas and things before we got together to write, but we started in September, kind of working the ideas and demos and things like that, and we started recording in December, and we're just now finishing up the final mixes on it. So we're about to ship it off to the record plant, get that #1 hit record out there to all of our country fans.
Your performance is different than other bands. It's very theatrical and reminds me of a Rob Zombie, early Marilyn Manson setup. Can you describe the overall stage production?
It's theatrical, and the bands you mentioned, I mean, I was a big fan of White Zombie and Manson. I mainly get my theatrical side from Alice Cooper and just kind of putting my own spin on it. He pretty much created everything and all the cool stuff in rock and roll that we have. So I kind of just follow in the footsteps of that and carrying on the Alice Cooper Twisted Sister Kiss mentality of being larger than life and putting on a big show. And there's a lot of bands that don't really do that, but that's all that I know, and that's all I want to do.
It adds an entertainment value.
It does. Now, I mean, there are some great shoegazers out there, don't get me wrong.
Of course not. Throughout your entire career, which aspect do you think was the most challenging for you?
Every couple years, it seems like the business changes or something comes up, or there's just a huge change in the music scene or the way music is done, or, like when I started with Murder Dolls, there was no streaming services or anything. Now all that's a major player in the music industry. So I think just the biggest thing is just surviving all the changes and still remaining here. I mean, there's been so many bands. Like I look back on old posters from Murder Doll days, or when my first record came out, and there's bands in these magazines that don't even exist anymore. So we've outlasted a lot of people. So we're like cockroaches. When the bomb hits, everybody will die, but we'll still kind of be there. We might be mentally retarded by then, but hey, I can't blame a roach for trying.
Human roaches are better than those live roaches.
I don't know. That's your opinion.
Are there any cities you want to tour that you haven't yet?
There's a lot of cities I want to stop playing, but I guess the place I'd like to stop in the most would be South America. Is definitely on the list. Mexico. I'd like to go back to Japan, China, Mars, play the moon, crack that egg open and see what's inside of it. Get down to business.
I can see it now. Wednesday 13 on Mars.
Yeah, why not? First band on Mars, first band on the moon.
That is definitely an idea.
I got them all day long. What else you want to do? We can go to Venus.
What music have you been listening to as of late?
Our record. We've been listening to our mixes for like the past 2 months. So other than that, it's been that and Daryl Hall and John Oates pretty much, and Eddie Money. You always gotta, if you're not smiling and things aren't funny, turn on Eddie Money.
Is there anything else you wanted to say or add?
I always like to add 2 plus 2 is 4 for my fans, just to let them know that I have been skilled in mathematics, just so you know.
Mathematics is very important.
That's how we get around. It's complications of mathematics.
Dates of touring, calendars.
Exactly. The Mayans had it figured out. We actually stopped touring in 2012 when their calendar ended. This is true. You gotta look it up. This is all FBI secret stuff. You don't want to know about it.
I am mind blown.
M.I Crowley, it was fantastic speaking with you today. I hope that all your dreams come true and all your nightmares become true as well.
It was great talking to you Wednesday. Looking forward to hearing the new album when it comes out.
See you in hell.
Definitely. And that was Wednesday from Wednesday 13. Hopefully we will see them perform on Mars. Until next time, I am M.I Crowley, signing off.